Elon Musk. This is what Hannah Claire would call late breaking news.
Yeah, actual message.
She sent me a message today. Said late breaking news.
I saw that and I thought it was funny.
Grimes accidentally reveals she and Elon Musk welcomed a secret second child via surrogate.
Because if you're gonna have a secret second child, you do want it to come out eventually.
Yeah. So, well, she's like, I want another kid, but I want it to be a surprise. I go out in public a lot.
Elon doesn't want me to say anything, so I'm just going to leave the baby upstairs and it will cry.
So it says Elon Musk and Grimes. I just giggle every time I have to say Grimes as if that's a full name.
All of their words, like we make fun of their children's names or like their son's name because it's so complicated. But like Elon Musk and Grimes, like that doesn't look real either.
No, but how do you pronounce the son's name again?
They call him Ash or like X.
Ash AE12. I had to look it up earlier. I was like, because when it came out, it was a point of cultural interest, and I remember hearing it. I'm like, I'm going to double check. So it says Elon Musk and Grimes welcomed a secret second baby via surrogate in December. Singer Grimes revealed in a Vanity Fair profile published Thursday their new addition is a girl, Exa Dark Sidriel, I'm guessing?
Yeah.
Sidriel. It says Musk or Y for short. So that means the next kid's going to be Z.
I hope so.
God, I hope.
On the other hand, I was like, oh, because like XX chromosomes are women and XY chromosomes are men. So I was like, maybe this is like a weird gender fluid take on genetics.
I give up on the world if it's like that.
I love it. If we're going to have this type of stuff in society, I want it to be fun, damn it. And then the only way that's going to happen is if we have Elon Musk name everybody and just in fact, whenever you're born, you don't get even, it's not even like they have a thing for gender now. You have to submit it to Musk and he gets to pick what gender you are.
You know how like people say like when you're growing up, you're trying to like find yourself. I feel like this is going to start a whole new trend of naming kids like riddles. And so by the time they're 18, hopefully they have solved it.
Like some kid, what's the unsolvable math problem? I always forget.
3x. No, it's 4x plus 3. That's the most complicated math problem according to YouTube.
Well, there's a bunch of names for those. I always forget what they're called, but yeah.
That's what we'll name children. Yeah. I won't because I was an English major, but some people will.
Are you going to name your kid A, B, C, D, E?
No.
Absidy?
There are tons of beautiful names in the world. If that's what you want to name your kid, a bunch of symbols that I don't understand, go for it, but not for me.
Okay, so the birth of the Tesla CEO and singer's first child was documented XAEA X so is that it's 12. So yeah. Born May 4th,
initially it was the
2020.
numbers 12 and they have changed it to Roman numerals.
His highly publicized birth and unique name made the then family of 3 a frequent topic of discussion. It came as a shock when Grimes accidentally broke the news of their second child thanks to the baby crying upstairs as she welcomed a Vanity Fair reporter into her home for the interview. It was not an accident. If they wanted that cut, they could have had that cut.
Yeah. Also, like, she kept her baby in her house, so presumably she knew it would cry, right? She's already had one.
There's no way that if gazillionaire Elon Musk's wife did they get divorced at any point?
They got divorced for a bit.
Who? Elon Musk?
Yeah.
And Grimes?
Are they married? Or
They've never been married.
Okay, they're just dating.
They're just dating. And a couple. This one of the reasons this was so surprising and like breaking news is because
I thought they broke up.
They did. Yeah. He said like, "Oh, we're not together, but we spend time together." And then basically like has this. They like then reconfirmed like, "Oh, we're like sort of together, but not really." And like
been there, buddy.
Children together. And I guess she said in this interview at one point that we always talked about having 3 or 4 children together, and so like now they're having them via surrogate. And so, like, they don't actually need to, like, be together romantically to have children, which is, like, a whole other science fiction level. They're like, you've got some good genes. I've got some good genes. We've already got some kids. Let's have some more. Like, that, this is, like, such a fascinating way to conduct a family.
Yep.
But, like, is it better?
He's higher. He's more highly evolved, so maybe we're the chumps.
See, I don't know that it is because I think children learn by seeing kids, and that's like when you can provide children with a like 2-parent relationship that's in a healthy relationship, like they will watch and model that, and that's why that's important. So like it's like I don't know, I can't even take it in.
So I don't believe for a second that this wasn't, if it wasn't planned, there's no way that
I feel like
it
Elon didn't want it
out.
to come out because he's really private, and she was like, but it's whenever I have your kids, people pay attention to me.
Yes.
Sorry, Grimes, it's a little mean. But
I think I noticed Grimes wince, but I say nothing and moves on. Gordon writes, could be anything. But the cries continue. I can tell from the frozen look on my host's face that she heard it too. So I braced myself to ask the strangest question of my career. Do you have another baby in your life, Grimes? How did they know it wasn't the other kid just crying upstairs because he skinned his knee?
She said that she'd already said, oh, X is with his dad.
Oh, see? She didn't think ahead. She should have thought ahead.
She didn't think ahead, or did she?
Or did she think very far?
Oh my God!
And then her quote, I'm not at liberty to speak on these things. That's because Elon doesn't want it to come out. And she was like, yeah, but I can find out.
Whatever's going on with family stuff, I just feel like maybe it's like my nephews are in town.
I feel like the kids, plural, need to stay out of it.
Yeah.
I feel like there will be the next Kim Kardashian and Kanye West, like with the whole baby thing.
Yep.
I don't know, but like, first of all, can somebody explain to me why their daughter's nickname is Y? If like none of her name has the letter Y in it.
I don't know. It doesn't make any sense.
My brain is hurting.
Because her brother's X, so they had to be like, XY, haha.
I know, but her name is not has an X
Maybe it's
or Y
like,
in it.
Do you remember how like with Northwest they were like, because Northwest is the highest point in our relationship, and they had some weird explanation.
No, it's because,
and now it's like XY because we've got the whole axis. I don't know.
No, because like my grandmother remembers this. I don't know why out of all the Kim Kardashian and Kanye West stories, she remembers this to heart. Basically, they interviewed, it was like on some talk show. They were joking around with Kim Kardashian and Kanye West. It was mainly Kanye. They're like, oh, are you going to name your baby North because directions? He's like, that's a good name. For some weird reason.
No, I've heard them say that it's like because Northwest is like high and up. And so it's like always going upward.
So I don't know. All of these names are done.
What does Exa Dark Sidriel Musk mean?
But like she's like, I can't talk about it, and then she confirms the name.
Yep.
I don't understand what happened.
Wait, what does it mean?
Exa is a reference to the supercomputing term exaflops, the ability to perform 1 quintillion floating points of operation per second. Gordon explained, dark is the unknown. People fear it, but truly it's the absence of photons. Dark matter is the beautiful mystery of our universe, Grimes told Vanity Fair. Like
I can't talk to you about it, but I will explain my child's name.
Yes.
I'm not at liberty to talk to you about these things, but here are the details of my child's name.
She texted Gordon a voice memo with the pronunciation of Sidriel, Sidereal. So Sidereal.
Okay,
so I had it wrong. I can imagine.
Oh, that's cute. It's a double meaning.
It's her favorite Lord of the Rings character and what?
Is a character described as a more elven spelling of the true time of the universe, star time, deep space time, not our relative Earth time. So they put a lot of thought into these names.
Yeah, which is super cool.
When you have a surrogate give birth to your kid, it gives you more time to do research.
I think even when you're pregnant, you got a lot of time to do research. You have that thing for like 9 months. I have to say, 2 paragraphs before, she said, I'm not at liberty to talk to you about these things. And then later, she texts him a voice memo with the pronunciation of her.
But I will anyways. That's what this comes out
What's
as.
happening?
Yes. So it says, didn't Musk and Grimes split up? In September, Musk told the New York Post that he and Grimes are semi-separated but still love each other. That's called mommy and daddy booty call, where they just,
Well, also, I think like their lives it sounds like he actually does move around a lot, because when he announced he was in Austin, for a minute he was like, I'm living in a tiny home. I was like, where are your other 6 children? Because he has 5 children. He has 2 a set of twins and a set of triplets from his first marriage, then the toddler he has with Grimes, and now he has another one. So you're telling me this man has several multi-state custody agreements and lives in a tiny home? No, something does not add up to me.
I think my favorite meme in the entire world is the picture of him, and it says, when you're so rich, your hair just grows back.
Yeah, that's a good one.
It's kind of like the nicer, friendlier version of the one of the Courtney. I don't remember which Kardashian it is, where she's kind of chubby when she's younger, and now she's all smoking hot. It says, you're not ugly, you're just poor.
Yeah. No, but I'm being serious. Like, I cannot imagine being Elon Musk's personal assistant and having to organize how he's seeing all of his children, because his older set, I think, are like
I wanted
late
to see
teenagers.
XY today, not XX.
No, at one point he used to like fly them down to his factory from where they lived with their mom, like just to hang out for the day. And then he like opened a school in his Tesla factory for his older sons. Do you guys know this? Like in his California factory. And then he was like, we're going to Texas.
Yep.
Their mom still lives in California. How are you doing this, Elon Musk? Like,
Maybe he doesn't have the same 24 hours in the day that Kim Kardashian has.
I just don't understand. Yeah, Kim should really take some advice from Elon because he is managing like the most complex lifestyle of all time.
And somehow finds time to troll on Twitter all while doing all of this.
Like, I can almost understand why they are not a couple, because if she wants to have any kind of life of her own, like where she makes art and stuff and, I don't know, lives in one place with her baby, like, I don't know that he could be a part of that. And that's not to say, I think they're probably both good parents. There's no reason to believe they aren't both good parents, but like, man, this is complicated.
Okay.
We'll skip article number 2 from this one and go straight to article number 3 from page 6. Grimes reveals she and Elon Musk broke up again after welcoming second child. Very sad.
But were they together?
Well, let's find out. It's tough keeping up with the Musks. See, that's going to be their reality show that Kim Kardashian will produce. Keeping up with the Musks.
But Elon will just be like redacted for all of his scenes, and it'll be like Grimes and maybe a baby, but also maybe not a baby. She's not at liberty to tell us.
Hours after the news broke that Grimes and Elon Musk secretly rekindled their romance. Well, technically, they didn't have to rekindle a romance to create this child, did they?
Well, that's like my kind of interest. Like, if you already have a child with someone, and you know that you are good co-parents, but you're not going to pursue a romantic relationship, they were never married, you know, I'm not saying this is the right way to do it, but if they were like, look, we've got some good genetics, we want to have another one, let's just have another one, like, is that bad, or is that like semi-practical? You already have to work out custody and arrangements
practical.
Because you already have another kid together.
It's very practical.
I don't know. My brain is breaking.
Hours after news broke that Grimes and Elon Musk secretly rekindled their romance and welcomed a second child via surrogate.
But did they rekindle their romance? That's an assumption.
That is the assumption. The Oblivion singer revealed that she and the Tesla founder have split up again. Makes me sad. Me and E have broken up. If I ever meet him, I'm just gonna call him E. I'm just gonna.
Her first name is E, I think.
Me and E have broken up again since the writing of this article. That's her, not me. But he's my best friend and the love of my life, and my life and art are forever dedicated to the mission now. Well, that's kind of creepy sounding.
What's a Grimes song?
I've never heard a Grimes song in my life.
Oh my god, what is it?
There's a rapper named Grimes who's actually quite good, who's not this person.
Yeah.
Grimes I think Devin wrote the part about the story really well. Seek, Sique. I don't know what that.
I don't know. I don't have that one on my tablet for whatever reason.
Oh, did it not? It might have closed down.
It's not a big deal.
I think Devin. Okay, so it says in her Vanity Fair cover story, Grimes said that the surrogate gave birth to their daughter, Exa Dark's
good old Y.
Yeah, I'm just gonna call him Y because I already.
Now
forgot.
we all understand. Exa's a cool name.
Yes. In December, then she and Musk had gotten back together in some capacity. I would probably refer to him as my boyfriend, but we're very fluid. We live in separate houses. We're best friends, and we see each other all the time. I suppose when you're that like doing that well, you can make the time and figure it out how to do this when distance like, isn't a factor.
Money's not a problem. Like if he wants to fly in to see his like children,
he can do that.
He can do it pretty quickly.
Yep. She looks like weird goth Miley Cyrus in that picture. She always does.
Yeah, my head really hurts from this whole family situation.
Why?
I don't know. Like they're so complicated. They're so eccentric. Like they're a definition of eccentric billionaires.
So eccentric.
Remember, you're only allowed to be eccentric if you're rich. If you're poor, you're just weird.
One of my good friends was talking about like one of his hobbies, and he's got some cool ones. And we were laughing about it, and he's like, "You have no idea how eccentric I would be if I had the money."
Yeah.
And I'm like, I want that on a shirt. Like, I feel that on another level. Like,
I'm not rich enough yet to be eccentric.
Because there are like tons of really eccentric poor people, but it looks different than when you can pay for crazy.
It's like versus like, imagine this. So you're walking in LA, and there's like a naked old man dancing in the middle of the street. Versus Elon and Grimes' relationship.
Well, the thing is, like, if you were to take away all the money,
it's kind of like that.
If you were to take away all the money and the science, right? If you were to be like, I know this guy, and he has these crazy beliefs about space, and he's got 5 kids, and then he and his wife split up, and then he met this girl, and she's like an artist, and she's into kind of like, you know,
I love art.
Metaphysical things. And then they had a kid, and then they broke up, and then they got back together, I think, but it's not clear. And then they had another kid, and then they're sort of, she says he's his boyfriend, and he doesn't really address it. Like, you would be like, these people's lives are crazy. But because there's this glamour of it being like Tesla babies and science
Tesla babies.
Like,
I'm going to start a band called the Tesla Babies.
And I'm sorry.
Please don't.
He made his like Tesla bikes for children, but no car seats. Like, you don't think Elon Musk would make the world's best car seat? He's only had to use 5,000 of them. Like, what is he doing?
He outsources his car seats. He
should make a Tesla specific car seat, and then
oh my god,
other rich parents all over the place buy them.
I just had an idea for you. So like, you know how Tesla has that feature, the tablet? Why don't you just press a button and it pops out a car seat in the back?
I'm just saying, like,
or in the front.
I don't understand. He's doing some stuff. He's missing a couple of key business opportunities that I don't understand. And the whole point of my like diversion before was like, if you heard about this from someone else, you'd be like, man, their lives are weird. Like, I don't want to know those people. But because it's them, we're like, what is
I just want to know.
We kind of, you were like, are they operating on a more evolved plane because it's Elon Musk? But like, maybe he's just not as evolved socially.
Yeah. Well, I just want to, I have a question for him. When did he go?
I'll answer.
Thank you.
He's listening.
Yeah. I don't
He's
know.
always
Maybe
listening.
Maybe he's always listening somewhere in the rainbow. But what happened? Your kids' names before this kid was like normal.
Well,
and
yeah,
then something
that
went
wife probably
unusual.
nicked.
Yeah,
he probably wanted to name the first kid XX chromosome YXYX, but the first wife's like, Michael will be fine.
I've also heard that like parents, as you get like parents feel bolder as they have more kids.
Yeah.
So, and I also feel like I feel like there is a big like Grimes element to this, who is like pursuing. Like,
he literally picked her because he's like, I'm gonna have those weird names for kids if it kills me.
I wrote an article for the site a little while ago, and in a different, when she was getting ready for the Met Gala, she told the interviewer that her son X actually calls her Claire, which is her like birth name.
Yeah.
She's like, I don't know, mom doesn't really seem to fit. Like she is
she's
got
one
some
of those moms.
I don't know how to put it. It seems like
she hasn't accepted the role of mom yet.
Well,
she
I know
is
she has a different attitude towards names or titles, and like given that she's like, I guess I would call him my boyfriend, but I don't know.
Yeah.
Like
she's 33. She's one of those girls that I feel like where she like people ask, "Oh, is that your boyfriend?" She's like, "We don't put titles or labels."
I feel like she's like, he is my boyfriend, except he doesn't want to commit to me, which is sort of how it's coming across. Also, like, given this parameter, and he doesn't even need to sleep with women now to have children with them. He can just,
like I said, more highly evolved.
But he does want to pick people who are going to nurture and care for his children, like a mom. Does that mean he can have more kids with other people and more efficiently at the same time?
I feel like he's on this conquest where he can have as many kids as he can.
Because he can afford it.
Yeah.
Which, like, well, no, I read an interview with his first wife who said, like, he always wanted to have kids, and he always wanted to have a lot of them. And in fact, I thought she sort of implied that if they could have, they would have had more kids after.
Miracle,
like,
it's time to meet this guy.
I just no. Well, hold on, I'm older than Miracle.
But Miracle really wants kids, though.
I want kids. I just don't talk about it all the time.
Well, you missed the babies yesterday. I got to hold Shiloh again. He almost slept on me again.
Oh my gosh. Sorry, I had to go take care of my younger sisters because I love family. Whatever. I don't care.
Whatever. Shiloh's my new adopted son. You heard this now.
The point is that I think my favorite tweet of all time is still the person who said Elon Musk is the I'm not like most girls of billionaires.
Yes.
He is absolutely that person. That is who he is.
He just wants an army of kids.
He does.
Because, like, I like what David So said before. So David So is a YouTube comedian. He said, like, basically, the world has too many stupid people because stupid people keep on populating nonstop. We need a little bit smarter people to produce more.
That sounds like eugenics to me.
But smarter people, they're unable to because it's either they're working or they don't have time to have kids at that period of time.
I don't think that's totally a like invalid point. I just think, you know, I want to know what I wish we could look ahead and see what the repercussions of having these kind of parental dynamics are. I'm not saying it's bad, and I'm not saying they're bad parents, but like it must be hard to be competing for attention as a child when you have a bunch of other siblings already.
Yeah.
Then your dad runs several huge companies and also lives in a different state and also has several children with someone that he has a complicated relationship with.
I just had a brain like
how do you guys, does he have them all for Christmas and their baby mama? Like in his, like, you know what I mean? Like it just, I think it's cool that he is living a life and it sounds like he's always wanted to be a dad, but like I do wonder about what that dynamic is long term.
I just had a brain thought. A
brain thought, huh?
As opposed to an ear thought.
I have my ears. I try to avoid having ear thoughts.
I had a nose thought the other day and it was terrible.
Those are bad.
Sorry. I just had a thought. Maybe he made a clone of himself for his kids because his twins, Griffin and Xavier, they're 18 now, and then the triplets, Damien, Sax, and Kai. They're 16.
Are they going to college?
I don't
Sorry.
know. I don't know. Wouldn't that be cool if they went to college?
One of them becomes like a literal astronaut and then gets accused of nepotism when he gets hired.
I would want them to not go to college. Like, be the first. Like, that would like, I think, continue to push this already weird
Wait, do you think
status.
Do you think his kids are already entrepreneurs? Because like basically Elon Musk
his
is
like crazy, not crazy, but his like very intense school that he started for them had a lot to do with like engineering and entrepreneurship. I don't know if any of them actually have any companies, but there was a lot of like self-driven, high-level work behind it.
Yeah.
So
I'm just asking because like Elon Musk already comes from a family who are like basically work heavy. Like his mom is still a cover girl to this day, and like she's gorgeous for her age. Like Elon Musk is 50. I think she's like in her 70s right now, or like 80s. Dude, she's fine as an old woman.
There's
sorry that went weird. That went to a weird thing, but I feel like if they didn't go to college, that'd be cool because they're at that age where they can have a gap year.
Because they wouldn't again.
No, I feel like
they're worth like $1 gazillion. They could have a gap lifetime if they wanted to.
No,
but
all I mean is like it'd be cool to see like Elon Musk, especially since he is very highly educated with multiple degrees.
Yeah,
like have children who are like, no, they didn't want to go, and so they started working in my.
Actually,
you know what I mean?
He's the dude. He's the dude who one of those kids is gonna want to become like a janitor by choice, and his dad will be totally cool with it. He'll be like, you know, if it makes him happy.
No, I feel like he wouldn't. I feel like he'd be like, but how can you be the top janitor? Like, that's really like, how can we like?
Are you going to revolutionize janitor?
Have you invented a new mop? I've also seen a video of at least, and I think it's from a long time ago. Like I've said, like we've all noticed, he's very private with his children, especially his older children. There was a video of one of them performing at like a residential home for seniors, and he was a very talented pianist. So I would be interested to see if instead of you have the science heavy family, and then one of them's like,
no, that's about.
I want to be a pianist. I want to like be an author.
Well, your stepmom is a musician,
I think
so
their
that's
mom
fine.
is an author. I'm not totally sure. But.
Well, that would be cool if one of them becomes like a musician because the piano is really hard. Like a lot of mathematics come to it. They said usually kids who take on piano at an early age and stick with it, they're way better at mathematics. So maybe it might be nepotism, like how Brett said, where like some of their education is like involved to it because like there's.
I mean, that would nepotism would be if like the Philharmonic hires them because they know that they're Musk's kid.
Yeah, and then they'll donate a bunch of money, put them in.
Maybe how that works. All right, we're gonna move on. We're gonna talk about
kids be secret geniuses.
I don't think it's a secret.
That wouldn't make it a secret. If dad's a genius, it's more likely, right? Because
what if they're secret dummies?
Like all of them are like, duh, what's up?
He's like, they have to go to their own special school.
Thanks for watching this clip, guys. If you want to see full episodes or follow us on social media, links are in the description below. Bye.